Hi everyone, it's Sunday, August 30th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So essentially, summer is over. The European tanning sector started slowly returning to work this week, and then next week we'll relaunch our European report after the traditional August break. So for today, we have news from Latin America and the US. So let's start with South America, where editor Ronald Guiel writes from Brazil that again this week there were some incremental changes in the hide and leather prices there. Last week we noted that the price of fresh hides would start heading higher, and indeed it did start to adjust, but this week it was just by 1 cent in reals. Fresh hides are now at 49 cents in reals per kilo, but more increases are expected, and that's because beef demand is good and slaughter is low. After inching up a few cents last week, Wet Blue did so again this week, up 2 cents to make the new reference price US in dollars, 55 cents per square foot for TR1 full substance. In other news from Brazil, Marfrig launched a carbon neutral beef line. The footwear industry there banded together for a big social media campaign for sales and marketing awareness, and Inspira Mai had 40,000 virtual visits in its first 100% digital edition last week. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentine authorities are investigating a refrigerator and a tannery for contaminating the Negro River. Mexico has seen the sales of school shoes plummet because of online education, and Paraguay's government closed a tannery because it was turning a local lake red with its effluent. Turning to the United States, hide sellers had another good week. Basically, they had very few hides to offer, and prices again were steady or higher. And that's especially true on the popular steer selections. At this point, if buyers need the hides, they have to pay up. Regular weight heavy Texas steers were steady again this week, with 62, 64-pound selections selling from $18 to $20. Slaughter for the week through Saturday the 22nd was an estimated 654,000, and that's up just 2,000 hides from the previous week. And then after last week's massive combined export sales total of nearly 900,000, the number was back to the range that we've been seeing for some time, which was 519,600 for the period ending August 20th. Combined shipments were again decent, but 654,200 is something that sources say really needs to be higher for a number of weeks to clear a bit of a backlog. In our observations this week, we take a look at the firm market and the reasons that there needs to be some caution along with the optimism that some are expressing on the hide market. So that's all we have for this week. Next week, as we said, we'll be relaunching the European report, and then the Tuesday after that, our international report will kick back in. So until next week, good night from HideNet.